Hey everyone, today we're back from Hawaii for 1 week and I'm going to make a quick video of the garden as we found it at the end of winter. It's a little shabby but not too bad considering 3 months of winter. This is an avocado I just picked from our tree, so let's have a quick whiz around the garden the first week of spring. Bananas have been hit the most, which is typical for the tropicals. The figs are dormant still. And here's the avocados, where there's about 9 fruit. I picked the biggest one. Here we have the pear, which is still dormant. A lot of the cold weather fruit trees are still dormant, like this persimmon. It's just waking up now. Good morning, Mr. Persimmon. We'll be seeing more of him next fall. And we have the white sapote still growing higher and higher and higher. That's a seedling, and after 5 years still hasn't flowered. And we've got plenty of oranges as usual from our 6 orange trees, and here's a small pomelo which is given already 5 pomelos, and there's 4 remaining. So I'm going to move as quick as I can. The stone fruit is flowering. That's the peach, a small plum and a big plum. So there we have the lime, and it was full of limes all over the ground when we got back. They've been picked up. And the easiest tropical fruit to grow in Melbourne is this one, the loquat. It's beautiful. Here we have the cherry, which is still sleeping. As you can see, the loquat, you think you're in the true tropics. Check it out. It does so well in Melbourne. And this is one I planted only 2 years ago, which is already over the fence. So let's get moving. And here's another small pomelo I have in the pot, Vietnamese variety. And another orange, the lemon over there. Some dragon fruit cuttings, which I've had for a couple of years now. Custard apple. That's a longan growing in a pot. It's been in that pot for 5 years and it's still only 3 feet tall, but holding on there, or hanging in there. And the almond, not the almond, the apricot, which is already full of apricots, literally hundreds of them all over, literally 1,000 of them. So, and I'll show you a close-up of the custard apple which grew over winter. Check it out, nice and big, and a little one over there. So yeah, they do grow in Melbourne. And this is the ice cream bean tree, which seems to love Melbourne as well. That's only its 2nd year and it's over 3 meters tall. Okay, here we've got a dwarf red shahut mulberry, and it's full of mulberries. These ones grow to 3 meters, so it's a semi-dwarf. And today I just put 4 dwarf stone fruit into pots. 1, 2, 3, and number 4 there. Jumbo Kotikaba did well through winter, dropped half its leaves as it did last year, and it'll be back over spring. And here I've got the 5 different varieties of white sapote in pots, waiting for them to fruit before I can decide which one to keep and which one not to keep, which one does best for Melbourne. Yesterday I planted this Hawaiian guava, into the ground after 4 years in a pot. And here we got another apricot. This is the first apricot I planted 12 years ago, or 14 years ago. That's the Moore Park, the most common variety, which is currently flowering. And also through winter, this one here copped a lot of damage from frost. This is the sapodilla, or chico, which is in a pot. And the wax jambu, which doesn't like the frost at all, dropped half its leaves, but survived quite well. Okay, so moving right along. This is the black sapote, which is 5 years old. I got that into the ground last year, and it's doing really well. Very happy. Doesn't even know what winter is. Went through it with flying colors, and it's loaded with little fruit. They're the dormant apples. Behind them is the dormant kiwi, all waking up next month in late October. And here we got some jasmine, which is nice, fragrant. And this is the microclimate, where I've got all the sensitive ones, really sensitive ones from the tropics, starting with mango, another variety of custard apple, the fruit, and starfruit, carambola, which also drops its leaves early spring, another guava, Indian variety, a lemonade tree loaded with fruit, and that's ready to go in the ground actually, but I got nowhere to plant it. Another mango, this one did really well, minimal damage. Wampy, no problem through winter. Kensington Pride got some damage through winter, as it always does, but comes back. And here, in its first winter, after its first winter, is the Panama berry, which seemed to have lost all its leaves, but thankfully it's still alive. Yeah, green is for good. Jackfruit, well, you need a lot of patience with the jackfruit. It doesn't die, stays alive, but as you can see, not much is happening. This is after 3 or 4 years, and my 3rd or 4th attempt at growing papaya. It's still alive. That's the good news. The bad news is it was semi-fried. And this is the brown turkey, which is the first one to fruit in spring. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed a quick tour of the Fruitopian garden at the back. I've got more in the front, but that will be another video.